YouTube, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel, baby. How you guys doing? I'm doing good. So with that being said, my name's Boston Daily 91. If you are new, looking to get a hold of me in any type of way, make your way over to the about section of the channel. Over there you have everything linked for you: Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff. Twitter, Instagram, also great ways to reach me if you have anything that you want me to cover. So a lot's been going on in Warzone. Anti-cheat, it's dog shit, as I predicted, and as a lot of other people predicted. No bueno. So we're going to kind of talk about how streamers adapt to these changes, how they're going to adapt to these changes. And if you don't like my analysis on that, then Atomic Hacks dropped a video today kind of explaining how they're going to adapt, how they hide things, and what the anti-cheat consists of. So make sure you go over there and hit that video up and let him know what you guys think. Boy's doing good work for you. So today we're going to be going over some of ZLANER's newest content. So with that being said, hope you guys sit back, enjoy, relax. It's absolutely going to be a banger. All right, so what I think we need to start highlighting as a community is the use of walls, ESP hacks, and just the knowledge of where other players are. So one thing I want to get for certain is that nobody is ever saying that these players aren't good. These players are like a 2 KD, if not a little bit more at best. You give them hacks and they turn into these 3, 4, 5, 6 plus KD players. All right, so the use of wall hacks, and because if we could ever get a decent anti-cheat, or if we could expose this fully, then it would be very obvious. Because remember when ZLANER had to use his hand cam and his eye tracker and things like that, his gameplay completely changed. If we can make it uncomfortable, it's going to be obvious when they don't use wall hacks, how their gameplay changes and how they play different, and then when they turn them back on. So that's what I think our focus needs to be on, more than silent or sticky aim. I think we kind of fully expose that, people know what's going on, and kind of get away from Cronus Zen and Cronus Max and focus more on like these anti-cheats, or not anti-cheat, but custom and private cheat providers that are just coding their computers for per game.
Knocked a kid.
All right, so it's the pre-aiming where kids are going to be and the knowledge of where they're going to be. Even though a UAV is up, you don't know exactly when they're going to come out, and to be able to pre-aim like that if you aren't using hacks or walls. So with that being said, he knows exactly where the kid is to throw the C4 at, and then the kid comes running out the back right as he's pre-aimed, boom, instant down. Knew that even though the UAV is up, that you're not going to garner that kind of information from a UAV.
Knock 2.
And again, let's go back a little bit. He knows exactly where this kid is, where he's going to be, and aims right on him.
Knock 2.
As soon as he jumps out the window, the kid's right there. Now, you see this kid right here that he's pointing at? This kid isn't using hacks. That's how he doesn't know where ZLANER is going to be. But ZLANER is actually using hacks. That's how he knows exactly where this player is going to be.
Oh my God! The
All right. So in this game, they're going to be using the OTS. Let's just actually dive deep into the video itself, because I've been watching a lot of ZLANER. I've been sitting back doing my homework, and don't think just because I haven't been uploading like I used to doesn't mean I don't care about you guys. I recently got offered a supervisor position at my job. So with that being said, I have been busy training for that. On top of that, fantasy football started, and as you guys know, I am a dad. So I've been sitting back. I've been doing my homework for you guys. I've been watching what's going on, and ZLANER is adapting along with these other streamers. So this is why we need to change our focus and kind of get off aimbot and sticky aim and silent aim and kind of move toward the hacks and the ESP hacks and the walls and shit like that. Because if we can get something done about that, I promise every single one of these streamers' gameplay is going to change dramatically. All right, so in this next clip, he looks to the left, gets information, and then he freaks out a little bit, like, oh, there's a guy in the buy, but there's actually 2 people in that vicinity. So it would be very obvious with no UAV if he calls out both people, but he knows that he's able to just pluck these people off. So he just calls out one, like, oh, I got one on the buy, telling his teammate pretty much like, oh, I need help, come over, you know. But he knows exactly where they're at. You'll be able to see. Let's just take a look at the clip, shall we?
Wow, the OTS is actually pretty insane up close for sure. Pain. Oh, he's on the buy.
He got it.
Oh wait, one's close on me.
I'm cheating ass.
Cheating ass.
So even the guy, and notice that, like, why don't you ever get called cheating ass a bunch? You don't, because you're not cheating. It's quite simple. But all these streamers, all these people seem to suspect them of cheating because, again, the dude that he just killed right here, he didn't know exactly where everybody is because he's not using hacks. So it's very annoying for the casual player to be playing games against people that are doing this. First-person shooters have been ruined. You no longer live in a day and age where you can just sit back on the couch after work, relax, play a game of Call of Duty casually. It's not where gaming is right now.
No, I am not. But I appreciate the compliment.
But again, notice how they act so surprised whenever they see somebody, like, oh, they're over here, like they freak out to an extent. You know what I mean? They overreact.
Hey, shoot the vehicle, Jay. Just so when he tries to get away, it's already very weak.
So again, this is a prime example of mods being used on a PC. So look at the no recoil, the no bounce, an SMG about at over 100 yards. Give me a break, man.
Disabled it?
Heli.
Yep, disabled the vehicle.
Come on, baby.
Come on, Jay, hit him. Oh, he jumped out. Landed on the train, jumped off the train. One's in the train, dead on the train.
Yeah, double sniped him, bro. It's
nice. You hit him like the second before I did.
All right, so this next clip I'm going to show you is pretty crazy. It is absolute evidence of hacks. So the mod that is being used is instantly hold your breath as soon as you zoom in with a sniper rifle. So this is what I don't ever hear anybody talking about ever. Look at when ZLANER is sniping and tell me, does it ever look like he has to hold in the analog stick to hold his breath? Do you ever hear that animation? You don't. Let's take a look for an example right here.
Got it. Oh, I'm in a suboptimal position.
Broken.
Notice how there's no idle sway on a sniper at all. Now, I remember playing Call of Duty and we had to hold down the little analog stick to be able to hold your breath, right? It's not like that no more for these streamers, and I wonder why that is. Are mods being used on their PC? Are custom private cheat providers being used to get an edge over the competition? I would say so. And if we take a look at actually call it CDL pros and LAN pros, it's two different gameplays, and we're gonna show self-proclaimed Call of Duty home Warzone pros, man. It's just not it, G.
I hit them with the craziest movement they've ever seen their whole life. Oh, and I'm dead.
All right, so you can see, excuse me, you can see a voice cracked a little bit from this player that when he's shooting, you can see the visible recoil. Now, you mean to tell me that this guy shooting ZLANER has no recoil, but ZLANER, or has recoil, but ZLANER, excuse me, has no recoil with SMG from range? Come on now. Come on now. At this point, man, if you don't want to believe it, it's just because you don't want to believe it. You know what I mean? Roll clip out.
Dude, how am I not hitting you? Holy shit, how is he still hitting me?
Yeah, how is he hitting you with all this recoil? Good question. All the recoil that ZLANER doesn't have. Imagine.
Oh, another loadie.
One on the train. Whiffing my shots on these kids. No, they're still behind me, bro.
Okay. This next clip I'm going to show you is Call of Duty League pros, and I would just want you to keep a look and make note of their eye movement and how they're not breaking their neck to garner information from a UAV. Look, just take a look for yourself.
Look at the chopper. It's down to what? About a quarter of health.
No. He knows he's in trouble.
That guy's actually kind of close. Okay,
Archie's got knife out secondary. We play Crowder all the time.
All right, so he got a UAV up, and notice how he's not breaking his neck to check this UAV.
That's fine. You're in a heli.
I didn't expect to see that in this level of competition, but
Well, I think it's Ghost, right? Like, what else are you gonna use?
It's safe to say that this guy is actually looking where you should be looking for a minimap. He's not going like, you know what I mean?
I mean,
true. I guess
you
that's
could
true.
run a
That's true.
pistol.
That's true.
I'm gonna just shoot you with
I think Ghost can be important.
All right, now let's go back and take a look at how ZLANER looks to the left. And remind you, this is the same guy that told you how close he sits. So why are you needing to look this far off? If you're not running hacks, that is. All right, so after this clip, he just ran through a team, okay? And now his teammates asking him if are there any more. There's no UAV up. He doesn't know. Look what he does.
Are there more?
Yeah, I'm working this team. I don't know if there's any more. There should be one more, or they're just rezzing in the sky. I just killed 3.
Right here on us?
I see.
Again, casual eye movement to the actual minimap from actual pros, or breaking your neck to look at hacks from self-proclaimed home setup Warzone pros. All right, now this next clip, he knows exactly where to throw both of his C4s each time.
How does that? What?
Explosive charges planted.
Down 2. No, 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 no! On my right.
All right, now notice how he goes down. He freaks out and then he looks so he can make the call out so his teammate can kill him so he doesn't die. Dude, come on. For those of you that don't hack, you guys just know where everybody is all the time. Like, give me a fucking break, can you? All right, now after he makes a call out, he looks again to make sure there's nobody around him without any UAV ever being in the air unless his teammate knows that he's safe. Go ahead and look for yourself.
Take your time, Jay. I'm safe for the res, but take your time. Oh, fuck. You're gonna have to come back here. I'll crawl behind the boxes. Okay, yeah, yeah. Go. You're muted, by the way.
Oh, my bad.
No, no worries. I'm gonna run behind the boxes quick. Oh, I made it.
Now notice that whole time how many times he was looking off to the left. And notice how this whole time all these streamers, they all do the same exact things. It's not because they're better than you. It's not because you need to get good. It's because they're cheating and you're not. All right, so his teammate goes down. Here he's getting ready to push. But watch what he does before he goes into the action. He garners information from the left with no UAV.
Kid flying to you.
I didn't know there was multiple of them.
I'm going to them. I'll help you get your shit back.
There's 2 there. One hanging out in the tower, I believe.
All right, now let's pay attention. Now, okay, he got the information. Now he uses his heartbeat before he pushes because he knows that in his head that he's going to know where everybody is. So to make himself not look less sketchy to his viewers, he is going to use his heartbeat. So then it looks like, oh, that's how I knew. Remember, they all do this.
Another one just made a buyback. They stole my gun, so we're gonna need to get some vengeance for sure.
So notice where he's always pre-aiming. It's always going to be where the person is. Boom. I mean, what more do you want? Now notice back on the heartbeat, it was only showing one person, meaning that this person is ghosted. But somehow with no UAV, ZLANER knows exactly where he is.
I'm hit.
One shot in there. One shot in there. Dead.
Let's take... Oh.
Teammates behind us. Dead.
Oh
Nice.
my god, goodbye.
Woo.
Let's take a look at this whole clip again.
There's still 30 up, Z.
Dude, this is great.
All right, let's take a look at this shit because this is crazy. All right, so mind you, we know where this first enemy dies at. It's right there. So look, no UAV, okay? You see exactly where that was pointing at, right?
There's 2 there. One hanging out in the tower, I believe, and then the other one just made a buyback.
Boom. If there were no obstacles right there, he would be able to laser that enemy just from right there alone. That you're telling me this dude doesn't use hacks? Do you ever know where a kid is like this? No, nobody does. Unless you're using hacks. Give me a break. Come on, baby.
They
All
stole
right.
my gun, so We're gonna need to get some
Again, he is pointing himself in the direction that there is. So look at the heartbeat. There's two. Now we know that there's two kids over there.
two there. One hanging out in the tower.
Okay.
They stole my gun, so we're gonna need to get some vengeance for sure.
One dude on heartbeat.
I'm taking fire. I'm hit. I'm hit.
And yes, his teammate says that there are two there. And yes, the dude takes a shot at him, but he just knows exactly where these kids are, especially when he's pre-aiming exactly where the kids are.
Shot in there. One shot in there. Dead.
All right. So he's looking up. He's looking up. They do that a lot because they know there's more players around, but to look less conspicuous, he's going to look up like, do I hear somebody in the air or do I hear him running? Like type, you know what I mean? Boom. So he's looking around trying to play it off, but as soon as the enemy pops out of the corner, ZLANER has his gun pointed exactly where they are going to be. So you can make an argument for the last two people, sure you could, but you can make it strong, just as strong as argument with all of these clips that he is using ESP and has knowledge of where players are that normal players that don't hack just don't have, because it's not possible to have this knowledge.
Teammates behind us. Dead.
Oh
Nice.
my god, goodbye.
Woo.
Bro, there's still 30 up, Z.
Dude, this is crazy.
And this is also why it's so important to these Warzone pros that they use comms, because comms help them hide the hacks better. If a teammate just called out where players are going to be or whatever, then guess what? When I run straight to them and know exactly where they're going to be, it's not going to look suspicious because my teammate just called it out. So let's keep sure that we're making note of those things as well. Okay, now look what ZLANER does. As soon as he buys a UAV, he always does this. He looks straight to the left. He doesn't even pop the mini map and make it bigger to like look where players are. He just looks to his left.
Cracked.
Dead.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh my god, dude. Dynamic duo.
Here, you want to come get a self res, Jay? Come get a self.
Yeah.
Now most normal players in that situation would hit the middle controller button to pop up the mini map to kind of see where things are, but not Z. Man, he just looks straight to the left. UAVs for these self-proclaimed Warzone pros are like makeup for chicks, right? It hides the ugly. That's why you guys fall for this shit, just like I fall for a pretty chick, even though as dumb as she might be or toxic, he looks good. Just like these guys, man, their gameplay looks good and they cover it up with the things that they can do to not make it look so suspicious. All right, so he knocks a kid and he knows there's another kid, so he looks again to the left to see where this kid is before he pushes. Then he goes and pushes, and then he can't really see the kid. He's like, isn't this kid to the left? Because he just looked and seen where the kid was going to be, and now he's like, well, I don't see him over here, so where could he be? He doesn't look to the left, but the kid pops out. He kills him. But again, let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments. Let's just roll the clip out.
Knocked another kid. Nice. One more.
There is that left peek. Again.
Is it this kid on the left?
Didn't know where he was. Is questioning it. Boom. Now the kid pops out.
One shot, dead.
What's that team?
Another left peek. Boom. Whole team's wiped.
Team gone. I might be able to get up above a
Left peek again.
30 here, Z.
Yeah, 30 and 40 for me. Let's go, baby.
Let's go, baby. After peeking that many times to the left, now look. Just knows exactly where the kid is.
Knock that kid in the hanger.
Nice, Z.
Can't make this shit up, man. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments. As always, I've been your host. Much love, baby.